As we're seeing a continued consolidation within the media, especially the linear space, the latest being CBS and Viacom, I think you're seeing a number of major, big behemoths that are emerging. Obviously, Warner Media is one of them, Disney, NBC Universal, and then I put CBS, Viacom in that other bucket. And I think that as they continue to consolidate to make themselves more relevant as the world is consolidating and to compete with a lot of the platform players, they're getting smarter in terms of targeting and understanding that you just can't pray and spray and hope that you hit the right consumer. There's just better data out there, so we have to really sort of lean into that and push them as hard as we can to provide that for us. And I think they're all getting smarter and partnering, whether it's Disney with Google, Xandr obviously is with Warner Media, so on and so forth. You see all these big media companies really betting on a particular platform to help power them and get them closer to what the platform players are doing on the other side of the house.
So what will it look like? What does advanced TV look like? Does it look like Facebook? I mean, what is advanced TV around? What do you hope it will be in terms of targeting and performance?
Well, right. It's hoping that it brings better performance so that we get to the desired outcomes for our clients. I mean, quite frankly, that's why we are paid and why we do this. It's truly about making sure that our clients, their advertising dollars are working the hardest for them. And I think that that is the expectation, that when we look at a performance-based world versus just, CPM-based buying, as we have been doing for so long, it helps us give, and we can actually say to our clients, hey, listen, we can prove to you that this potential, this buy that we just did for you actually drove X. It's a much better conversation, a much long-term, more relevant conversation with your client.
So what is the state of performance in that? We hear a lot, and there's been a lot of acquisitions and a lot of companies saying that they can provide it. What are sort of key performance KPIs that you think are important, that you would like to have?
I think the KPIs, and it's a very interesting question, because it would be great if we could just go, oh, here's the KPI that the whole industry is going to move to, but that's never going to happen, which is why it's so complex, and it's why it's taken longer for it to really become what we were hoping it was going to be even a few years ago. But we're no longer in the test phase anymore with the majority of our clients. Our clients are realizing that there is a better way to do this. It is a lot more work. I mean, let me be clear, it would be much easier for us to just go back and start buying and to a CPM-based world and just go back to what we used to do. It's just no longer acceptable. So there is not a single silver bullet that you go, that is what's going to change everything. So if you're an auto, you want to know is that person in market right now? We have that information and that data. So KPI for auto is going to be very different than what we're going to be doing for McDonald's. And I think as we look at that, and it's going to be different campaign by campaign. So I'd love to tell you that it's just a KPI or even 3 or 4 KPIs, but it will change every single time the campaign changes, because is it about branding? Is it about in-store traffic? Are we trying to convert somebody? And those messages change, as you know, on an ongoing basis. So it is not just one size fits all and you just walk into it, which is why the complexity exists, and I don't think that's changing anytime soon.
And finally, what advice would you give to the broadcasters, the publishers, the content people in terms of ad load, in terms of working with you guys, making it a good experience? We know consumers are demanding a lot now.
Listen, I think it all starts with great content, and I think that there's a lot of conversation about what makes something great content. Is it 6 minutes? Is it 60 minutes? And I think there's a lot to be said on both sides. That great content can be 6 minutes, and it also can be, an hour. It can be a long-form movie. That being said, I think the consumer has spoken, right? The cat's out of the bag with the Netflix effect of everything. More and more consumers are expecting more relevant. I keep saying the word relevant, by the way, but it is. They want actual advertising that fits to them, that is talking to them, that is meaningful, that's not an interruption, but it actually enhances the experience that they're having with our content at that moment. And the ad loads, no one is going to sit through 22 minutes of commercials going forward, and I know that's a really tough pill to swallow for the broadcasters specifically and the big cable companies, but it's over. Like we have to move towards different metrics, and we have to realize that we're just going to watch declining assets decline much faster off that cliff if we don't get up and get moving in terms of what the consumer is screaming about. Otherwise, we're going to lose them all to all the streaming services that do not provide advertising as an opportunity, which would be bad for all of us.